King's Country at kingscountry.net. Alan Jackson, a.k.a. AJ. I'm Jim King of the radio. Stay with me for Sarah Evans, Her Royal Highness coming up, our own Tracy Bird from right here in Beaumont, Texas. Got Willie Nelson on the way, as well as Keith Urban. But right after this short break, put the kids to bed, because Monsters coming up from Eric Church. Right after these.
Listen for King of the Road.
Oh, yeah, we listen to you. My husband listens to you.
Don't tell anybody.
Middays with Jim King.
King's Country at kingscountry.net. Thanks for streaming us. That's Willie Nelson. I'm Jim King of the radio. Got Josh Ward coming up next. And heads up, concert fans, he's coming back to the scene of the crime. Going to be back at Honky Tonk, Texas. Been a while. He's going to be there Saturday, February 1st. Get your tickets now at the Honky Tonk Texas box office tonight when you go on out there. Or just log on to honkytonktexas.us and get your tickets now. Josh Ward, and that kind of explains why I'm having another fabulous flashback.
King of the Road.
Backstage in Silsbee, Texas with Texas Country Troubadour Josh Ward.
Living a new song on the jukebox. Since old kids with the time. Down at the rain out, hang out. Damn good place to hide.
Josh Ward, great to see you here in Honky Tonk, Texas. This place is right up your alley, I think.
Oh, yeah. I feel at home here, man.
You're not too far from home.
Oh, no. Just a hop, skip, and a jump through the pines, man.
Have you played in the Golden Triangle before?
Yes, we played a lot down in Beaumont, so it's this is our first time to kind of drift this way. I was telling Darren earlier that first time kind of coming up this way, but probably won't be our last.
Is your home base still Montgomery?
Yes, we're just outside of Montgomery. We're out there in the sticks.
All right. Holding Me Together is the new album that came out in October of 2015.
Yes, sir. We've had a lot of good luck with that one.
Yeah, 8 number ones in a row on the Texas Regional Radio chart. That's got to be a record.
I never thought of ever having number ones. Just being on the radio and getting to play my music in front of people. And, I guess the number ones, when they come along with it, that's just icing on the cake.
You know what happens when you get 11 number ones in a row?
I have no idea.
You get a crown on top of the cowboy hat.
Well, let's work on it then.
Do you feel like a king?
No, I'm just a conceited peasant.
Oh, hail to the king. Oh, hail to the king.
Everyone she knows.
King's Country at kingscountry.net. You're listening to it on a TGIF edition of the Jim King of the radio show. Jim King behind the wheel as we cruise through the 11 o'clock hour and be noon before you know it. We're serving up some good stuff, and we only serve up good stuff from yesterday and today. And one of the best from today is Ella Langley. I've got her coming up straight ahead, and Ella just said that the person with the best pickup lines in all of country music is not Riley Green, but his dad. Is that embarrassing or what?
Best pickup lines I've ever heard is from Riley's dad. He gives the best pickup lines I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, but his are like made. He makes them up, though, right?
Oh, he's like off the cuff. I mean, it's incredible.
It is.
It is a work of art, honestly.
Some boys like heels and short skirts, rooftop girls and $20 drinks.
King's Country at kingscountry.net. I'm Jim King of the radio. Thanks for being there. And stay with me. Coming up in just a few moments, we're going to zoom off to Nashville to talk to a cat by the name of Robbie Johnson. He's got a song called Hell of a Ride, and it is. And it's coming up, so stay right there. Bobby Bear right after these on King's Country.
The King of Country.
Well, it's been a while since I've seen a man in a crown.
Jim King.
If you stay for a while, it's a hell of a ride. Hell of a ride. A hell of a ride. King of the road.
Now we're zooming off to Nashville to visit with rising country singer-songwriter Robbie Johnson.
I mean, the love for country music is really Garth Brooks. That's how it started. You know, a few years later, I am at the 50th CMA Awards. I'm sitting on the floor of the CMA Awards, and Garth Brooks is right next to me, a few seats away from me. And during commercial break, I had the great privilege to get up, walk to him. I was stressed out. really nervous, and saluted Trisha, and then spoke to Garth for about a minute and a half. And it was amazing, telling him, hey, you're the reason I moved to Nashville, because I want to make it in country music in Nashville. So that was really powerful. And the guy is bigger than life. And he was holding my hand and shaking my hand the whole time, encouraging me. And it was a great moment.
I've yet to meet Garth Brooks, but I heard he's very personable. And I have a similar experience. I grew up listening to rock and pop, and that was my first love. And I got into radio, and I was calling myself the king of rock and roll back then. Real original. But I wore a crown. My last name is King. And one day they came in and told me I was going to start playing country music on their sister station, and I hated it at first. But you know what? I started listening to country music, and one of my first artists was a guy from right here in Beaumont, Texas, that I really got into, was Mark Chestnut. I started realizing that this is actually very good poetry, a good country song.
Yeah.
And you can hear it, you can understand every word, unlike a lot of rock songs that you need to interpreter almost. But so that was my experience, and I love country, and I added the cowboy hat to the crown. And so here we are today talking to you, a rising country star in Nashville, and you got a new video called Hell of a Ride.
The song is about, inner battles and your, inner demons. And so the song is, the music video kind of shows that, where you're fighting against your inner demons and you're thinking you're not good enough, you're not love worthy and all that. So that's what the music video is showing. It just went so well. It was great. Of course I had to rehearse a little bit for the choreography and all that, but that was a lot of fun. So I really enjoyed it.
Here comes Robbie Johnson and Hell of a Ride as our King's Country Music Clip of the Week from Nashville. Enjoy.
Girl, I'd be lying if I told you you're the first one.
Streaming from the studio of King of the Road Productions in Beaumont, Texas, where we cook it all up. TV and radio right here. Podcast, you name it, we do it. And quite well, I might add. Not bragging. Fact. Anyway, this is episode 961 for those of you keeping track. We're going to have Jerry and Kevin kicking it off. We're going to cruise over there to Port Arthur, Texas, to the old Boudin hut on Gulfway Drive. Jerry Mantellini and his wife, she's actually an attorney, a criminal law attorney. And her name is Kevin. Yes, her first name is Kevin, last name C. Kelly. That's a well-known name around here in legal circles, I believe. A couple of segments there, sponsored by Texas Construction Resources. We'll have the Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. Gretchen Wilson's new song called Little Miss Runner-Up. We'll give that a spin. That's our King's Country Music Clip of the Week from Nashville. We're going to close it out once again with Paul Thorne, who had this distinction in the 80s of fighting Roberto Duran. Glad he gave up the boxing career while he still had some brain cells and became a singer-songwriter. Quite an extraordinary one, too. Internationally acclaimed Paul Thorne. Going to wrap it up. Don't miss the show this weekend. We'll have some more audio samples on the way as we keep them coming on King's Country. Thanks for streaming us.
Well, boys, I hate to leave good company. And the memories take you back, take you back, take you back.
King's Country, kingscountry.net. Thanks for riding shotgun with me. Could get bumpy because we're rolling into some Jelly Roll. Yeah, Jelly just gave us some parenting tips. Check this out. What do you think about his advice?
It's important for y'all to find time to not be parents. And I know you're early in the process, so that sounds unreal.
No, you're right.
Moment. But it is important that y'all go to Burning Man and completely lose your mind and forget the kids' house. That is the only thing that will make that balancing act work. A little night out with some wine or a weekend away at a hotel, a staycation, or that's not enough. You need every now and then to go out and be like, we're college kids again. It is a backbone of something me and Bunny have stood by. It's like, we're parents 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Every now and then, I just don't need to be one.
Most my friends are behind bars.
King's Country at kingscountry.net with Tracy Bird. Speaking of T-Bird, he's in our neck of the woods this Saturday night, January 18th. 7 o'clock at the Tanglewood Ballroom there in Houston. He returns to the Tanglewood on the 27th of February and then March 1st. He'll be in Fort Worth January 17th. Tonight he's in Fort Worth, Billy Bob's, Texas. Tomorrow night, Tanglewood Ballroom. And always when he's not on the road, in Beaumont, Texas. That's where we're coming to you from. Thanks for streaming King's Country. Hey, country is still king in Southeast Texas.
Long live the king!
Yeah, my old friend.
King's Country at kingscountry.net. That does it for the Jim King of the Radio Show for a TGIF edition. Hey, if you're out and about tonight, maybe I'll see you. We're going to be out there at Pine Tree Lodge, me and my sweetheart, Suzanne Simmons, my fiancée. We're going to cruise on over there. I'm not sure who's playing, but we'll be there to dine for some dining and dancing pleasures there at the Pine Tree Lodge on the Bayou. Maybe we'll see you there. It's a great place to hang out. And don't miss the Jim King of the TV show. Still several more airings in Southeast Texas on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and always on YouTube. You know what to do now. Keep it between the ditches and have a good one.
This concludes our special broadcast. We now return to Nothing Special.